Welcome to Northeast Packard Classic Cars. We believe that each car tells a story, we learn from them, we remember them, and most importantly, we get to know the people who love these extraordinary cars.
Here's my good friend John Thomas. Has a 68 Chevy that we worked on, and like most of the customers that I have in Northeast Packard Classic Cars, we become friends.
Yeah, my pops, he was in the Army and was a mechanic, and it was funny because he used to force me into helping him. It didn't matter what time of the season it was, which the winter time really sucked for me because I hated being outside with this dude, and he must have been made of iron or something because it's like he never even felt the climate. And that's how I started tinkering with cars.
It goes without saying that here at Northeast Packard Classic Cars, we love automobiles. However, the world of transportation extends further than most would think.
This is a 1944 Swiss Courier bike. This bike was definitely in World War II. Very, very unique bike in that it has its own original leather case for documents. It didn't have a kickstand. We made something up here to hold it in position. It has a little disc brake over here, which is on the rear, and it has all the emblems and a little dynamo, which is basically a small generator that would generate power to illuminate the light and the taillight.
At Northeast Packard, we know that each little detail creates the big picture. We pride ourselves on learning, respecting, and recreating every last detail.
Today we're going to take a look at some very, very intricate looking taillights. They were used on the 41 and 42 Packard, the senior cars on the 41, and they use them on all the cars. They try to use them all up on the 42 cars. It's a beautiful light assembly. It's a Hydra light, H-Y-D-R-A. These are the shells, the actual taillight shell. This would be painted in the body color. These pieces here have been plated. And the plater did a really good job, didn't lose any of the detail. This part would fit right into here, okay? It has these gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous, red glass lenses. You can see how the light is caught in there. And they are reproducing these in plastic, but there's nothing like the original glass set. The problem with these, they're very expensive, very expensive. You could look to pay close to $1,000 for a pair of these. That's a bottom and a top. This part would go into this assembly here, be another little glass chrome piece on top, and then the little piece would fit on top of that. Beautiful light, beautiful light.
Every car has a story to tell, and it's our collective pleasure as drivers to share and remember those stories.
So what was your first car, John?
It was a 69 Chevelle, and this thing didn't even, the paint was just totally done on it. Mm-hmm. It looked like suede, but it was clean. Mm-hmm. And that was my first car, my hoopty.
Two-door or four-door?
It was a two-door.
Nice.
And I was in high school when I bought it, and it was cool. Back then, you know, it didn't have to be brand new and shiny. The girls just wanted to know you had a ride.
Sure,
so,
sure.
You know.
And as I look back at my life, you think of the most, the most powerful things as a young man, when you become a young man. Mm-hmm. One of them is the ability to have a car and actually go somewhere. Yeah, because for the first time, you're not walking, you're not riding a bike, mm-hmm. and you know, whatever distance you might have thought of doing before suddenly is compressed into time.
Right.
You get in that car, you're going to Riverhead, or you're going to the city or whatever. You're picking up a date, and there's so many possibilities that you know, the car liberated you from being just, you know.
You know, and it was so cool back then because you know, I had some rips in the seats and stuff. So I found me some blankets, matching blankets.
Sure.
Tucked them in nice and neat.
So whatever works.
It was cool, you know, and it was a lot of fun. But I let my father borrow it, and it conked out on the Belt Parkway in Queens. Ooh. And he left it. And they stripped it, and I was out of, without a car. But
yeah, you don't want to leave your car in the Belt Parkway, that's for sure.
Yeah, but my mom's right after that bought a deuce and a quarter, brand new, powder blue. That thing was just, it was my hero, that car.
Mhm.
And it was awesome.
Nice.
And when I stepped up into that, when I drove into school with that,
You were the man.
I was the man. But she gave me such a hard time borrowing that car. I had to put gas in it, and every time I touched it,
Check the oil.
and wash it, and I was like,
Right.
geez. You know, so she hustled the crap out of me over that car, but she found my weakness. So she
Oh yeah, she knew she had you there with that.
yeah.
Join us here each week at Northeast Packard to learn, laugh, and drive classic cars.